assuming our new song we don't have done yet would go right there
Yes.
for the podcast.
You need to work on that.
SummerSlam results and reviews of 2024. SummerSlam was held in Cleveland, Ohio last night. Record was like 57,000. Some crazy number. Of course, they broke another record. They're just steady breaking records, WWE, that is. We got Label out front, Prime, and WWE Prime, which we finally found down here in North Kakalaki.
Yesterday.
So, yeah, my babe found it. Where would you find it at?
At the big Walmart.
At the big Walmart. We have little and big Walmarts around here. So
I really go to the big
Walmart.
one.
Okay, so SummerSlam. Wow. Lots of shit went on at SummerSlam. Lots of title changes. Since you've been started liking wrestling, that's probably the most title changes you've ever seen.
Yes.
In one event.
Yes, it was a lot.
I was used to it because I used to kind of, you'd see world title changes and tag team title changes and intercontinental title changes all the time back in the Attitude Era. Like 97 to 2000 or whatever, and a few, would have been on. And maybe they got worse. I think they got ridiculed for hot swapping the titles so much. I don't know. But anyway, I liked it last night because there hadn't been any. I'm personally not a fan of the whole champion. He's a champion for 5,472 days. Like, I don't care if that's not impressive. Switch it up.
I'm a fan of that if they actually defend the title. But if they just hold it and never defend it but once a year, then no, I'm not a fan.
Of course, it makes it interesting if they defend it. I agree. But, man, that's just a long time of one person.
Yeah, you're right.
I knew Flair back in the day had it. Wow. I can't imagine, I know he lost it, so there were consecutive days, but, through all that time. Because Flair was the world champion through my entire childhood. He was the man, so.
He still is.
He still is. Flair's the man. Okay, so first match on the SummerSlam card last night was Liv and Rhea. We're just talking about the televised ones, so if there were any dark matches, we're not talking about those. We don't know anything about those. Just what you guys would have seen. So Liv and Rhea, what do you think about that?
I thought the match was good, very physical. Great storytelling.
Yeah. I know Adrian, our friend that was over here with us, said he thinks Rhea's a little slow now and sluggish in her older days. She's got more sluggish. Maybe she has. She's got kind of a more of a power wrestling style now.
She is not
I think back in the day
older.
she was a little flippy. I think she did some crazy stuff maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong about that, so don't kill me if I'm wrong. But the match was good. The storytelling was good. You mentioned that. Dom leaving, that was kind of weird. I've seen different mixtures online of people saying, I saw that coming. Other people were like,
well,
I didn't see it coming. People were like, are you stupid? I saw it coming.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I did see the turn coming. Or the betrayal coming. I just didn't. I was shocked by the way it happened. I kind of actually expected Rhea to turn on Dom. That's how I thought that split would happen.
Yeah, I kind of thought, honestly, I kind of thought Liv was going to end up coming out and then maybe especially when she came out dressed in their colors last night, the dark purple and black. Mm-hmm. I was thinking maybe she's going to come out they're all going to turn on Rhea. And she's going to be the new leader, the new female leader in
that would have been cool.
Judgment Day. But
that would have been cool too if they had done it as a group and turned on Rhea.
Instead, Dirty Dom just backed up and kissed her. It just right in front of everybody, right in front of Rhea. And Rhea played off good too. She was hurting.
Yeah.
Though we all know she has a husband and stuff like that, but she played it off good.
Yep.
So any movie companies watching, they'll be like, she looks good doing the whole broken-hearted look. So I thought that worked.
Yeah, it definitely made you feel sorry for her.
So I don't know. I'm anxious to see where they're going with this story from here, because as we'll see later, and when we get to the podcast, that it gets worse for the Judgment Day.
Absolutely.
I gotta swallow my coffee. So Braun and Sammy was number 2. This one I couldn't call coming into the event. I didn't know who they were going to give that to. Very odd. I think I mentioned it to you last night that he came in, lost fair and square in the middle of the ring at their last event, and then comes back in just for another challenge. Usually if that happens, they have a 2 out of 3, and the title doesn't usually change hands. But this time, surprise, surprise, it changed hands. So, wow, they must really be looking to give Braun a push.
I mean, I guess I'm a Sammy fan. I have been since
Well, Braun,
the past 2 years.
Braun said he was a Sammy fan on the little
Yeah.
after show
Well,
thing. So,
you you hear a lot, especially from the legends and the ones who've been there for a while. You do the time, you do the work, you earn your opportunity, and I feel like Braun was literally just called up to the main roster.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he didn't earn
but
a
he's
title.
special, though. He's special.
I know he's special. I know. I just feel like there's.
Got to push those guys.
I mean,
Goldberg. He's like a Goldberg. He's just like kind of a thing like.
I just feel like there's more people
loving him.
that are on the main roster who have been on the main roster who might deserve that opportunity a little more.
Maybe, but they're not really standing out. I mean, who else?
Yeah.
Austin,
Nah.
Apollo Crews. Like, name somebody. It's gonna be as devastatingly disruptive as Braun Breaker. So, and everybody don't like his name that much, but
I like his name. I actually do like his name. Or maybe it's because it's the only name I know as.
the third match, Logan versus LA
Good
Knight.
job. That was good.
Yeah, and came to the ring with MGK. Has anybody seen MGK since Eminem destroyed him on the kill shot? I haven't seen him, but he did do a great rock album right after Eminem did that. So thanks Eminem for killing his rap career and giving us the rock and roll version of MGK. But anyway, he came out. He's still very tall, very skinny. He came out kind of on Logan's side.
Yeah, he was definitely there in support of Logan.
Yeah, so he came out and kind of faced off with him for a second. So I was like, what's this about? And then he just clapped his hand. But anyway, new champion, LA Knight. Finally, LA Knight.
Very well deserved.
Yeah, he deserves that.
That was definitely a long time coming. Very well deserved.
Everybody wanted him to win last year against Roman when they did their match at whatever event that was, but it a little too soon to put all that in the world title on his plate this soon. But he did deserve some gold, and it looks like they weren't going to push him to the Intercontinental, so they just pushed him to the U.S. title. And they need somebody. I don't know what Logan's going to be like as far as his scheduling with WWE. So he doesn't wrestle a lot.
I mean, I think
He
he's
does show
done
up a
good.
lot.
Yeah, he does show up a lot.
I just don't know what his scheduling is, but man, LA Knight would be a good U.S. champion. I think. So they could do some good stories to that, but
Well,
I'm glad he's the champion.
Logan's planning a wedding and having a baby, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Logan?
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been married, though.
I thought they just got engaged, and then
No.
shortly after they
No,
found
because
out they were
Logan
pregnant.
is, when you told me he was getting married, I texted him on his Instagram.
That's right. I forgot.
asked
So
him
that has
about
been
doing
a year or two.
a video. I was
Yeah.
like, hey, dude, I'm getting into videography.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, so,
So maybe they have been married for a while.
and Logan did great last night. Man, that thing he did where he hopped up in the ring with his 2 feet, and then he jumped to the outside of the ring and put both feet beside each other, like real narrow on the ropes, and then did the back. But dude's freaking amazing. He does some
He's
crazy
good.
shit.
Yeah.
He's like a Ricochet, except Ricochet's been doing this shit all his life, and Logan, it seems like, even though he's been here a couple of years, that he just started, he does some crazy stuff.
But Logan is crazy good for no longer.
And he's a great heel.
He is a good heel. But yeah, no longer than he has been in this sport. He's really, really good.
Yeah, he's
And he is a good heel because he gets on
something
my
special for
everlasting
sure.
last nerve.
Yeah.
He gets on my nerves really bad. But
Even
that's what
his
he gets paid
hometown.
to do.
Even in his hometown last night, he had all those people hating him. So
Yeah.
what a great heel and a hell of a wrestler. Next was Bailey and versus Nia Jax. What's your thoughts on Nia and Bailey?
I mean, to me, it didn't really do anything for me. Like, there's just not a story there. There's Nia won Queen of the Ring, and that's why she was in that match. Like, there's no story. I mean, I know she's been in and out of the WWE for 10 years or whatever. And this was her first SummerSlam. And I guess, is this her first title?
She says for SummerSlam.
I know it was her first SummerSlam.
No, I think she's had the title before.
Okay.
It could have been before. I know she was in wrestling, like kind of when I wasn't watching it, but yeah,
I just feel like there was no story. Sort of like I got the story, but I didn't. Like, I don't know.
Bailey seems like such a nice person, but she doesn't do it for me as a wrestler in the ring. Seems like nothing she's really doing is I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe the
maybe
feud's
it was
not written well.
Maybe it was more
her.
Bailey than Nia, actually. Maybe
I don't know. Kind of a boring match.
I mean, yeah, like Nia and Tiff have way more chemistry, which I follow both Nia and Tiff on TikTok, and their TikToks are freaking hilarious. So it's like I get the on-screen and off-screen chemistry. So
Nia's Nia's a big girl, so it's like she can't do so much. Like her matches kind of end up being, something like Andre the Giant or
Like
Big
Omos.
Show or something like. Yeah, they're kind of limited to what they can do, but
yeah, they need
she does
someone.
good. She gets around really well, but
They definitely need someone to match her size.
now we're talking about the crown they got everywhere. That's a whole
Oh my
different
gosh,
story.
WWE, come on now, get a new crown.
Our little dog just walked in the room. What's up, girl?
I thought I closed the
All
door. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. So yeah, that match was good. So Bailey ended up getting taking the loss. And she did 2 annihilations. So this is the thing where she goes in the corner and just basically sits on her opponent, Nia Jax. And man, she did 2 of them on her, and she kicked out. And then she did like a Samoan slam outside the ring on the padding on the floor, and then she did I think what was she on another? Oh, I know it was Bailey powerbombed Nia off the top rope.
Yeah,
That was-
she powerbombed her.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been done before, but man, that was pretty incredible. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Good
they
for
had some good
Bailey.
spots.
Yeah.
They definitely had good
But
spots.
new champion, she took 2 power bombs from Nia. Nia just power bombed her, picked her right back up, power bombed her again, and then 2 annihilators back to back on Bailey, and it was pretty much history from there for Miss Bailey. It was bad. It was bad, but you want to be on camera? I know. This is Lucy. Lucy Bug. All right, Lucy. You hold down the prime. Make sure it's label out. So next up was Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. Man.
With Seth as the ref.
Yeah, it was Seth as a special ref, and CM Punk, he lost.
He did, which I kind of expected.
Did you?
Honestly, my first thought was there was going to be no winner. But if there had to be, I expected it to be Drew, so they would be done with this feud, and Seth and Punk can go on with their feud.
Yeah.
However, I'm gonna go with they're probably not done with the Drew and Punk feud.
How about CM Park? CM Park. How about CM Park? How about CM Punk representing the Hearts last night? He had had the hot pink on like Brett and Owen used to wear. That was pretty cool. I thought he's a big Bret
I like
Hart
that.
fan. And then so they had the whole storyline was Punk was being distracted by the little bracelet, his family bracelet, and man, he took a claymore, and then Seth puts the bracelet on. So he kind of, I guess they were kind of screwing around with the bracelet, and then he dropped it maybe. But so Seth just picked it up seemingly because he was the referee. You know how shit falls down, the referee will pick it up, a hair bow or something.
Mm-hmm.
He just picks it up, and he kind of slides on his arm, and then they go with the whole thing where he you know, like I said, Punk hadn't really been freaking out about the bracelet. Like, he hadn't really mentioned it or
Right.
put any conviction behind, like, oh, I got to get my bracelet back. You still have my bracelet, or kind of going after him like a madman. None of that. But then all of a sudden, this match, he's just like hypnotized by it, like Undertaker was with the urn. Back in the day, they used to do a thing with the urn, and they moved it, and it would control the Undertaker. It's kind of like that Punk last night and the bracelet. So he's getting ready to GTS Drew, and he just sees it on Seth's arm, and like, what are you doing? And then they just kind of hesitate around there for a minute, and then they get the mouthing off, don't they? And then
They do exchange words.
pushes
Yes.
him. Doesn't Seth push him? They kind of shove each other back, and then finally Punk just like turns like he's gonna leave it alone, and then boom, hits the GTS on Seth, and Seth goes out.
Yep.
And then what happened? He turned around. He did.
I think he got his bracelet back on him then.
Thank God he got his bracelet.
And then I believe...
Did he do a GTS to Drew, or did he do something else?
I think he started to do GTS Drew, but I think Drew got him.
He ended up doing another move to Drew, and he ended up getting it down for the count, right? Or no, Drew Claymored him. That's
yeah, Drew Claymored him.
Drew Claymored him, and
got
then
the bracelet back.
And then pinned him, and then leaned down and got the bracelet back.
Yes, after Seth did a 3 count, but very
So
slow
Seth,
3 count.
Yeah, so Seth looked on the third of the 3 counts. He looked like he was a little hesitant. Like 1, 2.
I don't think Seth wanted there to be a
I
winner,
thought he was supposed to hate Punk though. So you think he would just counter through that?
but he
like
hates Drew as well.
Yeah, but
He didn't want. I don't think he wanted to have
so
a winner.
whoever was losing, you think he would have enjoyed counting 3 on? But he didn't. He didn't like.
Yeah.
He didn't act like he did.
Yeah,
But-
he definitely did it.
But now there's
hesitantly.
definitely going to be I mean, we all knew there was going to be a story. There already was a story between Punk and Seth. But now we know there's going to be some kind of something.
But Drew has the bracelet.
But Drew still got the bracelet. So that's going to be probably a continuing trio of a storyline going on. All right. So we went to Gunther, Walter. The ring general, they say it like 17 different ways. Versus Damien from the Judgment Day.
Formerly.
Fucking him Austin Powers' little Judgment Day. Finn turned on Damien last night. Let's get that right out. These spoilers. So yeah, Finn just turns on Damien. They did a spot. They did a move. I can't remember what it was. It was the South of Heaven choke slam. Damien does. Finn comes out like he's gonna.
Like he's there to pump up
Like
Damien.
he's there to pump up Damien. And
Yeah.
then he does like a South of Heaven choke slam. He slams him, and then the thing that kind of messed it up, which our friend Adrian kind of caught out, was that when he slammed him, he was supposed to be near the ropes, and then they were going to do the thing where his leg is kind of near the ropes, and Finn comes up and grabs his leg and puts it on the rope to keep Gunther from getting pinned. Him being Gunther, pronoun pals. But what happened was they kind of landed inside, so they had to do like an extra roll over to the ropes, which kind of looked like that was weird.
Just kind of threw the story off a little bit.
Yeah, so the same thing still happened. Finn reached up and grabbed his leg, and he just kind of turned around and looked like just kind of smiling with a little evil, demented smile. So we knew at that point he had turned on Damien. So man, we got Dom walked out with Liv. So he left with Liv, kissing on Liv. He walks out with Liv, if we didn't make that clear. He left with Liv. And clearly let it be known he was with her and had planned this whole, well, maybe not the whole thing, but they planned last night's match where she was going to lose. And then Rhea was upset in the match. But, so that's her. She's, Dom's out, I guess. And then Finn's out. But Rhea and Damien have no problem, so they're still together, right? Our dog.
Lucy is sad. Lucy is sad about the Judgment Day split.
She's very upset about that shit. Here, just let her out the door there.
All right.
All right. Dog trying to steal the show. You can't let the dog steal the show. Okay, so we were talking about Gunther and Damien. So, yeah, Rhea and Damien have no problem. But Dom's out, and now seemingly Finn is out. So it leaves Carlito, JD, and is that it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Carlita and JD, which JD is going to stick with Finn.
So I'm anxious to see how it's going to go. Like whether they're just going to drop Judgment Day or if Liv's going to seemingly take it over. If her and Dom are going to come back and talk to Finn.
I was going to say, it could be.
And JD. And then Dame. But Damien's going to have a problem with that.
No, I think Liv could possibly take over the Judgment Day or come up with a new faction.
Yeah.
And then Rhea will be solo and Damien will be solo. Because they both are strong enough to be on their own.
Well, we'll see if it's the end of the Judgment Day. But out of all that, we got a new champion, Gunther.
Yes.
Gunther is the new champion. He's the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So we kind of knew all that was going to happen. Man, did he get some chops last night. Holy shiznit. He chopped, he being Damien chopped Gunther so hard. He was bleeding out of his chest. Like, I've seen people get bloody. I've seen people had little traces of blood. Like, he was bloody from a chop. Like, he had been lacerated. Who knows? Maybe he did it. You think he did it? You think he got caught?
No, I think they
with
were.
a razor blade?
No, I think they were chopping that hard.
Yeah. Man, it looked rough. But anyway, Gunther comes out on top as the world champion. And then we move to Cody versus Solo. A lot happened in this from the beginting. So first it came out was dog. I teared up a little bit.
Yes, it was Pharaoh's last.
I teared
work
up a little
trip.
bit. I could feel him. And then I saw Cody start to tear up. And then I was trying not to tear up so I wouldn't look like a little bitch here at our party. Because we had Grandma Pat here and Adrian, our friend. And I didn't want to look like a little bitch crying. But I felt that with Pharaoh.
We are dog lovers, so
Yeah.
we definitely felt that.
So yeah, he came out with him, and then he met with Double A. Double A showed up. That was cool as shiznit. Double A. I'm a huge Arn Anderson fan, and he met Arn Anderson, and Arn Anderson gave him like a little prep talk for the match, and told him that he had some connections in the back. Are you yawning again?
Nope.
Like I can go back. We're gonna go back and watch this when I put it together. Remember, right around the Arn Anderson stuff, she starts yawning. Bullshit. So anyway, Arn Anderson gave Cody like a little prep talk, and it was pretty cool. He said something about he
definitely
like
like
pointed
that.
to the sky, which I refer he's talking to his dad about his dad. And he said a couple people backstage who kind of knew it was going to be KO and Randy, and anyway, they had the match, and they did come out. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens came out because, of course, the Bloodline came out. Tamatanga,
Yep.
Tamaloa, and his
Them
eye
two.
patch.
Yes.
You think he got like corrective lens surgery? They're kind of working that into the story, or is that like a new gimmick for him? But anyway, they all came
Maybe
out.
let him get LASIK.
Yeah, they all came out. And then Kevin came out. And then Randy came out. And then they just kind of took them off. They kind of worked with Tom on Loa like out. And then Jacob Fatu came out. So then it was Cody, Solo. And I think at this point Cody had Solo pretty much beat. And
Yeah.
Jacob came out. And they did the kind of same routine they did on SmackDown the other week. They put Cody on the table, and then Jacob jumps off the table to the floor on the announcer's table and does like a Samoan splash. And as soon as he hits, he grabs his foot, starts holding his ankle, and he looks like he is hurting, like pretty bad. And it looks like a hurt And how long am I going to be out? Kind of, damn it, look.
How long?
And he's pointing at Solo, and Solo's kind of looking at Jacob, kind of like, don't you have another spot? And he's just going, finish him. And he's pointing, he keeps grabbing his foot, and he's like kicking it and punching the mat or
You
something.
can tell he is mad.
Yeah, he looks frustrated.
Yeah.
If he's not, he got all us. He does very good at acting. If he, cause it look,
Yeah, if
it
that
looks
was the
legit.
work, that
looks
was good
legit.
because he
Yeah.
looks legit hurt.
So, anyway, they go in the match, and God, they keep fighting. Cody keeps doing different things. They get the steps out, and Solo's doing the run from the one corner and doing the butt thing to Cody.
But
Yeah, whatever that butt thing is, they do in the corner. They slam their ass into the corner of the guy's head.
it's something that people with big butts do.
Yeah, I mean, I know it got started like back with Rikishi and stuff like that. Anyway, they do all this stuff, and I think they're about to put Cody through the table again. Is that what it was?
It's
When-
after
When Roman came out.
is Cody had thrown the steps, whatever, and then like they kind of when they bounced back, and almost hit Cody, or Cody almost fell
Yeah.
into him, whatever. And then I want to say that's when Roman's music hit.
Okay. I thought they had Cody on the floor when Roman's music hit.
No,
But
they
either
were
way.
both in the ring.
Okay, so so Roman's music hits. Wasn't it a different beginning? It seemed like it was.
Well, it's
I didn't
the
recognize it.
Well, yes and no. It was kind of the same. It was the same music. It just said that it just said the head of the table.
I heard it once it got going. It was the same music, but it seemed like something in the beginning
The
didn't
picture
hit
was
as hard.
different, I believe.
I thought it did the dun.
Yeah,
and it
and
was like maybe I missed that, or maybe the guy turned it enough. I don't really know.
Yeah, they didn't do. I know what you're talking. They didn't do it.
Okay.
I don't know if that's supposed to be the new thing because
It kind of sucked.
he's technically alone now.
Kind of sucked because it was so recognizable as his music, and then everybody was kind of like, "Who is this?"
Well,
And
it
then
was
Roman.
still his music. It was just missing some pieces, I feel like.
The
And
beginning's one of the most important pieces. That needs to hit so hard that like within 2.7 seconds, you know exactly who it is. Whatever song Roman was using, he came out and he ended up spearing the shit out of Solo.
First Superman punch.
He Superman punched Solo first.
Yes. Then he spared him.
Then he speared him, and then Cody kind of looked at him.
They had like a look.
Stare off, yeah.
Yeah.
Cody kind of looked at him, and then Cody picked Solo's big ass up and gave him another crossroads, which was like the fourth or fifth one by this time, added all together. But he
did his own move on him and then pinned him.
who did his own move on him?
Cody, he did his own instead of
He
going
did his
with.
finisher.
Yeah, he did his finisher instead of just leaving him as Roman left him and pinned him because
Yeah.
he could have pinned him
He took the
as
next
Roman
step.
did. Yeah.
Of course he could. Roman Superman punch kills anybody.
No,
Or
he,
a spear.
yeah.
Nobody's
his
getting
spear.
up after that.
Um,
Even though other wrestlers do it, but nobody's getting up. It's like Hogan's leg drop. But he ended up getting the win.
Yes.
Roman did. And then...
no, Cody did.
I mean, yeah. Roman got the win as far as he speared Solo. So
Yeah.
now he's like the and he had the original Tribal Chief shirt on.
I think it means the only tribal
It
chief.
could mean only Tribal Chief.
I don't think it
they
means
could go with
original.
it either way. But he came out in the aisle and he kind of smiled and like looked at Cody, kind of like, yeah, our bout's coming, but I'm gonna give you this one. I don't really know.
Yeah, their time is coming, and it's like Cody said, he deserves that rematch.
Yeah.
You know, it should happen.
Yeah.
But right now, I think Roman's only agenda is
They got to get War Games going.
taking care of
Get that group.
the Timu bloodline.
Team Bloodline.
I love that.
But all right, so that's it with SummerSlam, and I thought it was great. They had 4 title changes
Yeah.
out of what, 6 or 5?
Is it Liv,
Kept hers.
Liv, Braun, Gunther, LA Knight, Cody. So 5 title changes. Or 5 title matches.
5 title matches, and they had 4 title changes.
Well, they know there was 6 because there was 4 title changes.
We're not good with numbers. We don't know numbers.
So don't say that. That's my job. Let's see. Sammy. Okay. Well, Braun, Gunther, Knight,
Gunther, Cody, Bailey,
Oh, Bailey and Nia. That's what I'm missing.
Logan.
Okay, so yes,
Well,
there's
not
4.
Logan, but LA Knight.
Yeah.
Braun. So, all right.
I
A
forgot.
lot of title changes way out of the blue for WWE, but maybe they've been listening to people who are complaining. I've been one complaining, saying they need a few more title changes, I thought.
Especially on PLEs. Especially
Yeah,
on
just-
PLEs. It's so boring when you have all these title matches and no title changes.
Yeah, because you go in knowing, like, that's going to be, like, he's going to hold on to the title because they're just not going to take it off. It's just more surprising when you don't know. Like, Braun and Sammy, I didn't really know what the hell was going to happen yesterday. That was a new one for me, but I like the way it ended.
Yeah, I did like that match.
I have to say, too, the LA Knight and Logan Paul, the ending of that was badass. The flip over the ropes into, the Adam Page lariat clothesline thing that Logan does. And then he, misses, and he slung him around and then gave him the BFT. That was very cool. That was out of the blue. I like that.
That was a good match, too.
Yeah, that was great. But SummerSlam is past. They were talking about it last night. They didn't know SummerSlam 25 was going to be 2 nights or 1 night. They said 26 is definitely going to be 2, but they didn't know about next year. So they must have a lot of shit going on. But
I think next year will be 2 nights.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, big thumbs up. I give it a big thumbs up. WWE SummerSlam 2024. That was a great event.
Really
everything
was.
was cool. Wyatt 6 did not show up. We talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it was still cool. They'll work them in
Yeah.
sometime. But good story writing, everybody. Bruce Pritchard, and whoever else writes that I don't know the name of. But Triple H and all those guys, they did a really good job with this event.
Yes, it was really good.
But anyway, well, this is Michael and Amber of the Husband and Wife Wrestling Podcast Show signing off. What is our sign-off slogan that ChatGPT said was a good one so far? Keep your head
up.
Keep your head up.
And feet off the mat.
We gotta look at the
On the
camera when we
mat.
say that shit. Until next time, keep your head up.
And your feet off the mat.
There you go.
Or
You
on
did
the
good.
mat. Is it on
Keep-
the mat?
yeah.
Or off?
Shit, now we gotta do it again. All right. Until next time, keep your head up.
And your feet off the mat.
On the mat.
On the mat. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We're trying to lose and be off our feet on the mat all the time. One more time. It's the last time. All right, guys. So until next time, keep your head up.
And your feet on the mat.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, girl.
That's right.
Peace. Later.
Later.